want to play a game.
2 officers are down at 213 Stygian Street. You must hurry. Detective Singh has been shot. I don't think he's going to make it. The other has an injury, but he'll live. Nothing he can't handle. He should have called for backup. The world is a dangerous place. You are almost there, Detective. This chapter of my story ends now. What you have been seeking lies right through this door. I am waiting.
You can now redirect the steam, but take care. Actions that allow you to pass may also allow others to escape their cages. Hello, Amanda. Eyes open, ears open. Break the rules. Fail the game. You still haven't learned. You live, but you're not alive. Find a way to turn off the gas before it poisons you.
People always think their actions affect no one else. But the life of your late partner's family was scarred beyond repair, leaving empty husks of self-misery and neglect. While Detective Singh's wife's descent to the bottom was much shorter than yours, Detective, the blame remains the same. You think of my subjects as victims, but what about those who suffer at the hands of your choices? How many lives have you destroyed in the wake of your obsession? The life of your partner, his wife and child. How many more before them have paid the price of your selfish decisions? To find the key, you must look inside the shattered souls that you've destroyed.
Caution, Detective. These barrels aren't for show and will explode. Hello, Melissa. It's time to wake up and see what your life has become. You've restored the power, but you haven't found the key. Your husband was killed by his partner's carelessness. He ran into a trap. I did not kill him.
My masked apprentice seeks to surpass me by sabotaging your game. He has the only key to escape my final gauntlet. Use your surroundings to defend yourself. What will you do to live, Detective?
Before you are 2 doors. Each will test your faith. Will you continue blindly, or will you face a greater challenge with your sight intact? Make your choice quickly. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs located all around you will detonate. The only way to move forward is to forgive, to shed your rage and accept your suffering. Do you mean the son you abandoned? You've attracted some attention. Did you think your test was going to be that easy? Watch your step, Detective.
You still continue to pursue me, but you do not understand. In the crematorium, another faces their test, but this subject does not wish escape. He wants to experience my games firsthand. This is your worst fear, Detective. Can you overcome your hatred to save a life? You are getting close. The path to your understanding will be twisted, like your understanding of what I do. The man ahead has traveled this path already. Let us see if you can walk a mile in his shoes.
Even in death, the hand will not relinquish the key. You don't have time for it to thaw. I suggest you find a more extreme method of incineration. Hello, Obi. Time is wasting, Detective. I won't wait forever. A test. You waste your life looking for tests, looking for an easy fix to your pathetic life. I've never killed anyone, Oswald. I gave them a chance, which is more than what you gave Detective Tapp. Tell me, why did you condemn a man with your words that did nothing to you?
Melissa, should you survive the test I have placed before Detective Tapp, I offer you a choice. Stay with him, forgive him, and you both can help each other survive. Leave him, and you will never see him again. I leave that to you. You might have survived the death of your partner, Detective Singh, if it wasn't for this man. The man who created a phantom crusade against you, for no reason other than to gain fame and fortune. He has nothing without his empty words. But you, detective, are a man of action. Find the remaining pieces to the puzzle and assemble it here. The truth is right behind this door.
The explosives around you will detonate when the timer reaches 0. Find the correct room before they detonate. One of these rooms contains the means to defuse the explosives. The solution to this puzzle relies on your point of view. You what? Write a story about me? You've already done so much, Oswald. You seem to lose friends fast, Detective. But is the message sinking in yet? Hello, Oswald. I am not so callous as to not give you a second chance. But you must hurry before you are suffocated by the gas. The choice is yours. Now you can see that the truth is revealed when we cast light upon it. Secrets fester in the dark. This is a trial of your pain as well as his. Slander is not an easy thing to face.
The key to any puzzle lies in its pieces. Sometimes you have to look at a problem from a completely different perspective. Detective Tapp is not the only player here, but he is the answer to your survival. You and others like you must find the key within the detective's body to free yourselves from your own traps. Some of you will choose to be apathetic. Others will be more aggressive. Detective Tapp is the key to end your suffering. Not all my subjects protest their games, such as you, Detective. Some seek purpose and to be tested. Some even create their own tests. The desk in front of you holds the badge of the partner you failed to protect. Fitting, since it also holds the key to free the witness you chose not to protect. Do you remember her name, Detective? Or did you squeeze her for information and throw her away? You have the key to her chamber. Hurry, or she will join the fate of your late partner.
Hello, Detective Tapp.
Detective Tapp will be here soon. Do as I say and place the means for him to continue within the correct body. Be prepared if the detective searches the wrong one. Detective Tapp will be here soon. This is the first victim of his obsession. He should be able to hear her, but she is drugged. Tapp knows how the game works and what will happen if he does not release her in time. Hide the key to her cell, and we'll see if the detective can protect his witnesses.
Two paths converge on the same objective. The order is irrelevant.
Most people avoid pain and suffering, but not you, Detective. You relish it. You believe a life of pleasure is a life wasted in bliss, useless to the rest of the world. Your next test is to release someone who has seen so much pain that he wants to end his life. Can you save a man who does not want to be saved?
Behind you in the atrium are 2 doors. A new game, new rules. Dig through the mess your own life has become. The door is locked, Detective. Find a way out, if you can. Better hurry, before you freeze. And join the rest of the meet. You have the solution to open the lock. Now hurry to the stage and step behind the curtain.
You are so concerned with evidence, Detective. Data that you can see. This is why we are so alike. It is only by shedding light on our pain that we can see who we have become. Perhaps your perception will change when you step behind the curtain. To do so, use the lights and trust your eyes.
The key, like your life, lies in the bottom of the barrel. Freedom and truth each has a cost. Will you risk your life?
Detective, your obsession with me has destroyed your own life and driven you here, like a rat escaping the heat of the sun. I think you know someone down here, your old friend from the force, Jennings Foster. You might want to ask him what really happened in that hit-and-run case you two justice to protect himself. I suggest you hurry, Detective. To appreciate the life you've forsaken, I give you a choice. The collar around your neck will automatically arm when you get near Detective Tapp. Within him is the only key to remove the collar. If your timer goes off before you get the key, game over. Your first test is to redirect the steam in these pipes and slow down Detective Tapp. You must do this while avoiding the steam itself, which will kill you. But the game is heating up, so hurry, or your game will be over.
You have killed my servant simply to pursue me, a living person, just as you are. Does this make you a murderer, Detective?
What do you see when you imagine me, Detective? A masked vigilante? An obsessed psychopath? When it comes down to it, Detective, we are the same man, just separated by degrees.
A door to truth, a door to freedom. But you did. You tossed him away. Consumed by vengeance against Tapp. There are people here that are more interested in finding me than freeing you. Can you convince them that your life is worth saving? The clock is ticking. You have isolated yourself from society. You waste your life looking for a way to be tested. Then what is the point of the test? You insinuated that we were the same person. Unless the good detective doesn't hurry, we will see how flexible you are. That is the name you have given me. Your words have changed how people perceive me, regardless of the truth. Now that your words are useless, what is left? You are a broken man, Detective, scattered into pieces. So is the man trapped at the end of this ward, a man who destroyed your reputation piece by piece. Will you help him? To do so, there are pieces to a puzzle that you must find. Assembling these pieces will bring you one step closer to solving the puzzle of catching me. It is a dangerous game, Detective. But the best games always are. Your newspaper has been the primary source of information about my message. Why I do what I do. Move to your next test quickly. The pressure from these pipes is at a breaking point. I want to play a game. You have found a tool in your search for enlightenment. Now find the other. In the cafeteria. One door closes. Another opens. Power is a fickle thing in these old asylums. The doors to redemption only open one by one. Time is of the essence, Detective. You understood the risks of marrying an officer of the law. The defenses I prepared would have easily been disabled by police procedure. But those procedures were ignored. Who do you think ignored them? There will be suffering, oh yes. But suffering is just the beginning. Tapp has everything he needs to free you. I hope you have faith that he reaches you in time. You've lost so much, Detective. The way forward will be your first challenge in reaching your friend. The steam from these pipes will kill you. Find a way to redirect it, or your life and everyone else's here will be forfeit. I believe that credit should be given where credit is due. You ruined the man's life with your constant insinuations. Words are powerful, Oswald, but so are actions. But your motivations are selfish. Don't lose your way, Detective. Sometimes you need to search to find the obvious. Your obsession with catching me has robbed you of your life and the lives of others. There are 4 bodies ready to cut open. Only one contains the means to continue. But the knife may yet betray you. Choose wisely. Now you have the tools to shed light on the situation in the theater. I recommend you use them before it's too late. You failed to learn the reason for your suffering, Jeff. Life is worth preserving. He wanted to catch me at all costs. You were robbed of your first test. You were found and released Before you could answer my question, do you want to die, Jeff? Everything's in place now. Good luck, Detective. It's all a matter of perspective, Detective. You're in danger of becoming useful, Detective. When he was killed, you let your vengeance for Detective Tapp consume you. The dead cannot influence the living. You will discover that soon enough. Pain would be easy for you, Opie. What I offer is something more. I offer a chance at humanity. Push through if you can. Creating a life so empty that you have come to me for your test, for a reason to live. This is the last choice you'll have to make. Don't lose sight of why you're here, Detective. You abuse every resource available to you, tearing apart lives in your quest to find the truth. Yet you did not learn your lesson. You have found a tool in your search for enlightenment. Now find the other in the staff residence halls. The closer you get to losing everything, the more you will understand why life is so precious. There is no escape. You will learn that. And yet, even after escaping me once, you tried to kill yourself again. You did not learn your lesson. Your failure is buried ahead, Detective. Find the key to escape. Your life crumbled and you neglected your son. Never enough time to do the things we want to do. Is there, a Detective? You wish to become like me. Good. You found the Pine Ward piece. Find the other pieces in the Oak Ward to save a life. This is just the beginning. How does it feel to be judged? You spread my message, but pervert it for your own personal glory. Detective Tapp is almost here to release you. He is faster than I anticipated. I know you didn't, but to make your choice, Detective Tapp, you will need to retrieve a key within this last gauntlet. I am trying to make you understand. You have lost your family, your badge, even the life of your partner, Detective Singh. Of course you could. You chose to let your addiction consume you again and again and again. Hello, Jeff. You have the key to Cedar Ward. Find the angel to save her life. I now offer you a gift, a chance to break through the numbness and taste the life you buried with your husband. To appreciate life, you must enjoy each breath. But the only way to give others the chance to live life is to understand why it is so precious. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Do you remember Detective Tapp? You twisted your words to implicate Detective Tapp, to make the public suspect him to be me. He is here to face his obsession and make a choice. Your life will depend on his decision. I know you won't. Retrieve it and make your choice. You're familiar, Detective. Day after day you live alone, isolating yourself to avoid the stress of reality. Will you forgive Detective Tapp, or is your hatred too great to be satiated? Aggression has its price, Detective. The room you are in is attached to a large furnace. The only person that can save you is the man broken by your lies. Your life. You have lost your health, whittled away by the bullet wound in your chest. Hello, Amanda. You remember me? This is the end, Detective. This will make things more interesting. Play by the rules and you will survive. You have tried to take your own life on multiple occasions because you cannot endure the mental pain of everyday life. This is what happens to those who fail their test, who make the wrong choice. You cannot save this man, but you can save yourselves. Find the combination to open his cage and reroute the power back to the doors. But do so quickly. When he touches the water, you will both share his fate. You're in what might be called an Iron Maiden. Detective Tapp is your only hope of redemption. The device you are strapped to will twist until your body is broken. Escaping this room will require teamwork, but you have not given up. trust you remember the toilet in here, Detective. A fitting throne for your new kingdom, no?
Move the metal cubes to the symbols and avoid the strikes. If he fails, the temperature will increase and the liquid within your body will boil you alive. To stop the device, you must complete the electrical circuit panel. Activating the panel will open both doors. Now we will see if you can overcome your obsession. You told our friendly detective that I saved you, but you forgot your lesson. Now you will have to endure real pain. You have saved everyone you could save.
Every lock has a key, Detective.
After 6 strikes, the device will snap shut and this place will be your tomb. Time is short. If you do not complete the circuit in time, words will not be able to describe your agony. Detective Tapp, you must first find the object in the toilets to unlock the panel. No doubt you remember the device attached to your jaw. You damaged your body with drugs and pain. The game is simple. Their lives were yours to do with as you wished.
Looks like you were quick enough to save yourself, but thinking about yourself is what you excel at, isn't it?
As for the toilet, I've gathered refuse from the obsessions of drug addicts. It is evidence left over from your investigation. Now the needle will save your life. Detective Tapp must match all the corresponding symbols, and you will be released. You're here, but have you overcome your own obsession? Do you think the man you killed cried for help the same way as he lay dying in the street? Now, Detective, dig through others' discarded trash as you forced others to dig through yours. Here's what happens if you lose. Each of you will be injected with different poisons that will slowly break down your bodies. Match the wrong symbols, and a metal spike will pierce your body. You can save everyone who is left in this asylum. You can grant them their freedom. You covered it up. But like anything buried, it just rotted away inside you, didn't it? Pushing away everyone you love, everything you care about. Hello, Jennings. If either one of you fails in your task, the bombs in this room will detonate. Free yourself from the device and pursue me, or sit there and let it tear you apart. The device in front of you contains the antidotes to each of the poisons. Match too many wrong symbols, and your suffering will end. You can free yourself from your obsession if you only let go of the truth. You framed an innocent man. While intoxicated, you hit and killed a homeless man with your car. I suggest you hurry. Some never appreciate life until they have to work to save their own. The red vials go to the left, and the blue vials to the right. Or you can continue to pursue the truth, giving into your obsession and throwing all your lives away. Justice will be served. As a forensic scientist, you knew just what to clean. They go from cradle to grave, expecting the world to give them everything. But be careful. Incorrectly mixing the antidotes will cause some discomfort. Why didn't you choose your freedom? But you couldn't clean the guilt from your soul, could you? I show them the possibility of death and the sacrifices they have to make to stay alive. The last time we played, you freed yourself by taking a life. Your obsession destroyed your life on the outside, hurting everyone around you. You could not conquer your obsession, so now the people you have in here must also suffer. We will see what sacrifices you will make when the time comes. Now your only salvation is to put your trust in someone else. You even put an innocent man in jail for your crime, all to preserve your perfect life. Live or die, Amanda. But you couldn't stop the guilt from eating away at you, rotting you from the inside. Unless the officer you involved in your crime can hold the blade, we will see what you really have inside.
You're so close, but you still cannot see the truth. You're almost out of time, Michael. Hurry, or be trapped here forever. Be careful. This is a yourself, all you have to do is get to the other side of the room. You are attached to a cart, set on a track. Let's see how well you burn. Now you would say that you are just doing your job. You are so good at cooking the books, Solomon. As you can see, getting there will require some planning. You knowingly work for criminal organizations, concealing their profits by cooking the books. Hello, Solomon. I say you give criminals their ability to pollute the streets with drugs. Live or die, Henry. This is your chance to see the light by turning them off. Hello, Henry. But like any politician, you have become part of the problem instead of the solution. Now, usually when an officer of the law falls as low as you, they take their own life. They, eat the gun. But be careful. Each click brings the gun closer to firing. Switch off all the lights on each panel, or it's lights out. Allow me to help you with that. When you were promoted to chief of police, you vowed to rid the streets of drug abuse. Each panel has a series of lights that must be switched off. Detective Tapp shot himself because he couldn't see the light. You have defiled the oath you made to protect the public. This would be admirable, except for the fact that you steal pharmaceuticals and you sell them on the street. Your legs are attached to an elevator, and your arms to the ceiling. If you fail, the elevator will fall, tearing you in half. Balance the numbers using as few moves as possible. You are a doctor at a free clinic, pretending to help people in need. Well, let's see what your breaking point is. Hello, Carla. You feed off the addictions of the desperate and the destitute, perpetuating a cycle of addiction that is difficult to break. You flushed your own life down the toilet with your addiction to drugs. Your son spends his life on the streets looking for his next score. I can show you the truth. You no longer know if he is alive or dead. Hello, Campbell. But you must shed some blood. The sins of the father pass on to the son, who is also a drug addict. I want to play a game. Let the game begin. Light has the power to reveal what is hidden, but relying on it will obscure the path. Here is a bullish man who has his own test. He will try to eviscerate you with brute force. Try to stay out of his way. You cannot stand against his strength. But no man can defy gravity. The game has just begun. Your persistence is not surprising, Campbell. I know that you have cancer. You do not have long to live. You came here searching for the truth about your son. To spend your few remaining months with him. The truth is this. He is alive. He has passed his test. Now you must make a choice. Above you is another of my subjects. He is about the same age as your son, and you have never met him. But he has a long life ahead of him. The glass elevator at the end of the hall will only fit one. Now you must make a choice. Save yourself and watch someone die. Or sacrifice your life for his. Let the game begin. Hello, Dwayne. All you've known your entire life is brute force. You poisoned your body with muscle-enhancing drugs, thinking it was the only way to succeed in life. Well, in this case, forcing your way through objects will drive the nails deeper into your skull. Now you will have to use more than just strength to escape unharmed. You waste your life looking for possessions. Perhaps you require more of a challenge next time. The path is clear, save for one obstacle. Your conscience. But I'm giving you a second chance. The floor is covered in broken glass. Sometimes moving forward in life means pain. Each of you has half the means to free yourselves. Michael, you have the information that Zeke needs to solve his puzzle. Giving him the information he needs to live will cause him a great deal of pain. But ignore the problem and you both go nowhere. Good luck. Rise and shine. Discovering the truth will set you free. Hello, Michael, Solomon. Each of you have an opportunity to escape this room. You've failed, Michael. Sons often suffer the sins of their fathers. Throughout your father's career, he put many criminals in prison. As his son, they will not be happy to see you. You are a reporter. The public trusts the news that you give them as the truth. Save their lives and find the story of your father's death. You like stories, don't you? However, there is no prize for second place. To escape this place, you will have to free those involved with your father's death. Don't feel too bad for Zeke. Those hands used to touch little girls. Now they'll just touch the bottom of a trash bin. Let the game begin. To truly succeed, you will need to not simply do what you are told. Oh, and watch your step. You have the key, and with it the power to save a life. But only if you make it in time. The first one to move their cage to the door will be freed. But your father suffered your corruption. Well, here's the first one. The tortoise and the hare. But the truth is that you write stories for your own benefit. You will need to investigate your surroundings like the reporter you claim to be. Save this man to see his sign. But hurry. He doesn't have much time. You are drowning in your own self-pity. I want to play a game. Drain the water from the box by aligning the release pipes. But after his death, you slipped back into your old ways, didn't you? Hello, Sarah. Detective Tapp gave you a second chance. An escape from your addiction. You pollute your body with drugs and you sell your morals on the street corner for whatever you can get. But you'd better hurry. I don't think she can hold her breath forever. The truth is often concealed in darkness. The vest in front of you holds a light that will aid in your game, but be warned. If you stray from the path, the vest will make sure you do not get very far. This is similar to the collar your father wore. It will allow you to continue on your path to understanding, but it can cause your death if you are not aware of your surroundings. Congratulations. Though now that you have power, you may want to avoid the light. While you return to the pool, to find the truth, you must risk everything. put on the vest in front of you to continue. You claim to be a reporter, but can you remember simple details? These will save your life. Watch out. Michael, at this voltage, the combination is deadly. Try to keep clean around all this dirty laundry. The only thing between you and her is 100,000 volts. You better find a way to turn off the power. The pump is too heavy to carry. Use the elevator to bring it down. Before you are two obstacles, water and electricity. That key, surrounded by steam pipes, is the only way forward. Let's see if you can take the heat. What you hold in your hand is power over life and death. How will you use it? Hello, Dwayne. Losing your patience and forcing your way through objects will drive the nails deeper into your skull. The only person that can release you from your cage is a man named Michael Tapp. Don't let your vengeance get the better of you. Drain the pool and shut off the electricity, and you might be able to save this woman's life. At each of your limbs are mechanical vices that, when triggered, will close one by one. Now those vices will control you. You pollute the city you swore to protect. You are the lead vice detective in charge of investigating crimes involving prostitution and narcotics. The last vice will crush your skull. Hello, Joseph. Instead, you squeeze them for every penny, forcing them to work for you. As an officer of the law, you have betrayed your badge. You have controlled people by taking advantage of their vices. Let the game begin. But you don't put drug dealers in jail. The next room holds a criminal released by your actions. He holds a key that you need to progress. But be careful. He doesn't play nice. The box on the nearby conveyor belt holds one of the pieces you need to progress. Make sure nothing obstructs its path. Oh, by the way, the box is packed with explosives. Try not to make a mess. Better save him before the blood is squeezed from him. The elevator requires two pieces to function: a lever and the control device to use it. Find the pieces to control the elevator, but hurry before your friend below succumbs to his vices. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You have everything you need to lower the elevator and to release your colleague. Hurry. The police are like a family that your father left you and your mother for. Find the final piece to complete the device. Watch your step, Michael. Some of the chemicals in this place have not been properly contained. Acid corrodes metal, as well as flesh. Whatever happens to this man is a result of how you direct the acid. Break through the walls of your ignorance to create your own solution. If you think about it, you are practically related. Bound by blood. Watch out, Michael. The spikes from his body will stick into everything, especially you. But that can be used to your advantage. He did not pay attention to my clue and failed his test. Ahead is a man chained to a wall. sorry for him. He will kill you the first chance he gets. Avoid his grasp. By now you know that everyone is connected. What happens to one of you affects the other, like ripples in a pond. There's no escaping this web. You must simply make the connections. You are his second chance. And you would ask him some heated questions, wouldn't you? You hold more than his life in your hands, Michael. He is the only person alive that knows the entire truth. When you first started your game, a man escaped ahead of you. Let's find out. Or you can help people see the truth within themselves, to be rehabilitated, as you were. We are quite similar, Michael. You've proven that you can see beyond the lies that people wrap themselves in, past the meat and sinew, to the truth. Hello, Michael. Is this your stop, Michael? Stay out of the light, or pay the price. Don't miss your connection, Michael. For you to live, he must sacrifice what is left of his life. And yet you've destroyed more lives than just his. You've seen the corruption that pollutes the world. Live or die, Michael. That addiction fuels evil, real evil, into everyone around it. Revenge for a life of abandonment. We both demand justice in an unjust world. Now your life rests in the sacrifice of a stranger. Not just to drugs, but to money and power. Below you is a man that you have never met. You aided dirty cops in their drug cartel, telling yourself it was for money. What you do with that truth is your choice. The gripping power of addiction. Now is the time to choose, Michael. Your test was to bring justice to those claiming to uphold the law. You wanted so badly to be famous, to be in the spotlight. Well, seeking fame in these spotlights will only earn you a quick death. The real reason, of course, was revenge. You got more than you bargained for, driving your father to suicide. And you passed. Can he look past his own greed and selfishness to save just one person? You can take those files that your father collected and publish the truth in a newspaper that will be used to wrap fish the very next day. So I'm giving you one last choice. You've managed to restore the power. Good. Now hurry up. There isn't much time left. A stranger, a woman you have never met, is trapped above. The gauntlet ahead will test your tenacity. Be warned. If you mix the chemicals before the device is full, the explosion will occur prematurely. I don't need to tell you what happens then. The only way to save her is to first restore the power to the freight elevator. You helped Zeke pass his test, but at the cost of his hands. He is free to go, but for some reason wants very badly to kill you. If he catches you, he will use the device to feed the chemicals into each cylinder until full. While you're completing this challenge, ask yourself this. Why are you willing to sacrifice so much for a stranger? While you are willing to betray your own family? Before you are two cylinders. Not all problems are solved with subtlety and intelligence. Often force is required. These doors can only be opened with explosive force. Careful. We wouldn't want any accidents. You remember Dwayne, don't you? I told you I believe in second chances. Though for one of you, it will be your last. Someone is waiting for your help. Hurry. You must be willing to do whatever it takes to save the life of a stranger. Each liquid is mostly harmless by itself, but when combined they make a powerful explosive. But you better hurry, or she may remain a stranger forever.